Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor Olivia Letts, who passed away on February 1st at the age of 93. Ms. Letts was a true trailblazer. After being hired as the first Black school teacher in Lansing, she was a constant force for good in the community. It is my privilege to honor her with these remarks on the floor of the People's House. Born on the south side of Chicago, Ms. Letts didn't let anything get in the way of her own education. According to her grandsons, the only time she was ever late to school was because of a trolley accident. At the rooming house that she and her family shared with other families, she would wake up as early as 4 a.m. to study in the bathroom because it was the only time she could find peace and quiet. She maintained her devotion to learning during her time at the Chicago Teachers College and her 3 advanced degree programs at Michigan State University. Nothing could keep Ms. Letts from the classroom, not even the racial discrimination of the day. To be sure, breaking the color barrier in Lansing schools wasn't easy. The first time she applied to be a teacher, she was rejected with a letter that said the district, quote, had never made a practice of hiring anyone of her race, but would keep her under consideration. Undeterred, Ms. Letts lobbied local leaders until she was asked to reapply. 10 years later, she was promoted to principal. Ms. Letts' story wouldn't be complete without mention of her husband and lifelong love, Richard, who passed away in 1997. For nearly half a century, their union was an unstoppable force for good in Lansing. She as the consummate advocate and role model for students, and he as the city's equal opportunity officer and human relations director for 44 years. They are the namesake of the Letts Community Center, where this photo was taken. Ms. Letts is an eternal optimist. She liked books with happy endings, whether they were Nicholas Sparks novels or President Obama's memoirs. She lived a full life, and her story had a happy ending too. Just a few days before her passing, she parked herself in front of the television, thrilled to watch her fellow Alpha Kappa Alpha sister, Kamala Harris, be inaugurated as vice president. She is survived by her daughter, Eileen, her 2 grandsons, Robert and Matthew, as well as the countless individuals she touched with her grace and humility. Since her passing, the tributes to her life have been effusive. She was just delightful. She helped pave the way. She just did what was right. And my personal favorite, her legacy lives on in the work that folks are doing here in our community. What a fitting way to remember such a towering figure in the Lansing community. May she indeed live on in the work and in the words spoken into the permanent record of the People's House.